You have to wait outside.
Who are you?
Mike Palmetier at Egg Harbor Township Police Department. You can't just
And
come
your
in
badge
here. You have
number?
to have an appointment. 15128.
Yeah, I did just come in here.
Okay, you have to wait outside, or you have to check in with the ladies up front. You just can't walk in here.
Why?
It's
This is a
appointment
public
only.
building.
It's appointments only.
No, I don't need an appointment because I don't need any help with anything.
I know, you have to go outside.
Yeah, I don't need any help
Listen to
with
me, you're
anything.
trespassing. You have to go outside.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Sure. Stand over here.
Sure, I'll stand over there.
Come on.
How you doing? Who are you, sir?
Who am I?
He's
Yeah.
not my supervisor. Come
I'm
over
Paul
here.
Weldon. Who are you?
My name's Sean.
Sean, how
Can I
you
get your
doing?
badge number, sir?
I don't have a badge number.
Okay. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I know it's a public building, I get that,
Mm-hmm.
but because we're not allowed to have so many people in the building. So if you don't have an appointment, you need to leave. Are you here with
Are
somebody?
you above that? Are you above that limit of the people that you need to have in the building, ma'am?
What is your reason for being here?
Oh yeah, that would have been a great question for the officer to ask
Okay,
too.
So what's your reason?
My reason. Can I get your name first?
My name's Regina. What's
Regina,
your
nice to
reason
meet
for
you.
being here?
My name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the publicly accessible areas here.
You see the sign there, it says unauthorized photography or videography is not allowed. So we're just going to ask you to leave politely.
No. I understand. I see the sign. I would just say that sign is unconstitutional. This is a public building, like you
I'm
said.
not a lawyer, sir. I'm not
Yeah.
a lawyer, so just going to ask you to leave the building. You don't have an appointment, and we're by appointment.
But I'm not
only
breaking any
agency.
laws. This officer knows that if you're not breaking any laws and you're in a public building, that I have a right to access the building and I have a
We're
right
by
to look at.
appointment, though.
You don't have an
to
But
appointment.
I'm not making an appointment, ma'am. I don't need help. I just want to take some pictures and videos of these signs here.
Well, you
I'm a
already
journalist
did that.
working on a story.
You already did that.
I didn't do that yet. He confronted me as soon as I walked in.
I have to ask you to leave.
Why don't you wait outside and I'll call Trenton and see what they say? Okay.
Oh, I've done many stories in Department of Motor Vehicles
That's fine.
in New Jersey's
I'm
and
not trying to argue with
I don't
you.
want to argue with you either, man.
What I'd like you
Have
to
I
do-
been reasonable?
What I'm saying to you,
Hi, sir.
You
Sir.
have to leave. Come on.
Okay. Are you threatening me under a threat of arrest that I have to leave?
You're trespassing because you don't have an appointment. You have to leave. You
I will leave. I'm just asking you. Are
have to
you?
leave right now. We'll
Okay.
talk about it outside.
Sure. We can talk about it outside. Are you supervisor, sir?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay,
I'm here to
gotcha.
figure
Do
out
you mind
what's
if I
going
get
on.
your name and badge number?
Sure, when we go outside, I'll give you everything you want to know.
Sure. Hey, sir. How are you? You're a supervisor?
I'm not supervisor.
Where's the supervisor?
He's not here right now. Let's go talk outside.
Yeah, but we definitely need a supervisor here because
Why is that?
Because what you guys are doing right now is violating my rights. That's what we're doing. The same rights.
You don't have an appointment.
The
You don't
same
have
rights.
rights here unless
Hey,
you have
listen,
an
calm
appointment.
down, calm down. Take a
I'm
breath.
not- I'm
Take a
not
breath.
yelling.
De-escalation works wonders. Did you not take that training? Come on. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we can
Outside.
talk right here.
No, outside. You can't be in here. Outside. Thank you.
So what's way too many people? What's the problem with people walking inside of a public
have to
building?
have
If you
an
you
appointment.
have to have an appointment.
What's the sign say?
Okay, you have to have
You
an
can
appointment.
use your camera and scan that. What's
Okay,
that say?
don't tell me where to put my camera. I can read.
Okay.
Okay,
Apparently
except for
you
name
can't 'cause you
changes.
walked in.
Okay. It doesn't seem you need an appointment in order to be in the building, sir. Do you understand
by
that?
appointment
Does it
only.
say that? Let's see. Does it say that you need an appointment to be in the building? You need an appointment to conduct business. I am conducting a different sort of business. I'm doing an investigative journalism story
You need an
on
appointment for
the
that.
MVA.
You can't get it's not. It's
Where does it
MVC,
say
not
the
MVA.
MVC? Excuse me. I'm doing an investigative journalism story
Okay.
in this public building. I don't
Well,
need
in
services.
the story, you can write that you have to have an appointment to get in the building.
That's not true because it even says here except for name changes, gender marker changes, and
Right.
probate.
Correct.
And okay,
But you have to tell the girls in the front if you're getting any of that stuff done.
this is a public building, sir. Where is the supervisor?
It's a quasi-public building. It's
How is it
actually,
quasi?
It's actually a government
Government building,
agency.
government agency is a
Yes,
public
which
building,
means-
sir.
And you need an appointment to gain access.
No, that's not what it says. You need an appointment to
We're
get
clarifying
services.
for you.
No.
Clarifying
You
for you.
don't work for the you don't work for the MVA, sir.
I know.
You don't work for the MVA. Neither do you.
Supervisor, the same lady you just talked to, she said you can't be in there without an appointment.
You have no authority to trespass me from a public building when I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not disrupting business. I'm not doing
You can't be
anything.
without an appointment.
I'm not getting services here.
Right, so
I'm
you
working
can't
on
be
a story.
You can't be in without.
Sir, can I
having
please
an
speak? Can you
appointment.
call a supervisor, please? I'm
I just
asking you
talked
to.
the supervisor
I'm
works
talking
in-
about law enforcement. You are threatening me with arrest to leave the
First of
building.
all, I never said you were under arrest.
You threatened
What
to
did I
arrest
say?
me.
I
You
just said
said
you have to leave the property.
or you'll be trespassing, which is a crime, correct?
No, I said you are trespassing.
It's the same thing. You're saying that
I
I'm
never said I
trespassing.
was going to arrest you. I said you
Oh,
were
come on.
trespassing.
Listen. That's ridiculous. I want to speak to a supervisor because what you're doing here is
Sure.
you need to understand is that you are violating my rights. You are The security guard inside, all the officers here are violating my rights. I have a right to be in this building.
You don't have the right to be without
Yes,
an
I
appointment.
do.
Security
I
guard
have
violating his rights.
yeah.
How did I violate your rights?
Huh?
How did I violate your rights?
You're a participant in all this, right?
Yeah.
Are you not?
I identified myself. That's about it.
Okay.
Figure it out.
Yeah. There you go. You just violated my rights.
What are you coming into the building for?
You wanted
No, I'm
you
not
wanted you
going.
wanted to be part of it, didn't you,
Yeah,
buddy? Right?
absolutely.
So now holding
Make
the
me
door.
famous. Make
Now
me
holding
famous.
you're making yourself
Make me famous. Go ahead.
You're making yourself famous. I don't need to make you
The
famous.
office manager asked you to leave. That's all. That's all I told you.
I don't need to make you famous. You're making you all are writing the story for yourself. I'm
You're
trying to
publishing it,
I'm trying to de-escalate the
publishing
situation. Okay, and you're writing it.
Trying
You
to
said I violated
de-escalate
your
by
rights. That is-
pulling on the door, trying to get in.
What are you trying to get out of this?
I'm trying to
Absolutely nothing.
exercise. Please be quiet. I'm trying to exercise my rights that I have in this country peacefully. You, as a law enforcement officer,
Right.
took an oath to uphold those
Sir, we're
rights.
checking people in right now, and you're
To uphold
you gotta
those
let- you
rights.
gotta close
I'm going to hold the door. I'm going to hold the door open for
Absolutely
them.
not, because it gets too loud in here.
I'm going to hold the door open for them. Go ahead, ma'am. Oh, it's against the law to hold the door open?
No, thank
Listen,
you.
I
Thanks.
explained
We're
to
going
you-
to shut the door now. Seriously, we're going to shut the door because it gets
Is it
really
against the
loud in
law to hold the door open?
Because you're talking and they can't hear the people. Yes, it is.
No, it's not against the law. You're
Can
wrong.
you close the door, please?
You're wrong. You're
You're
wrong.
making this more difficult than it has to be.
I'm not breaking any laws, sir. You're law enforcement. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm holding. Yeah, somebody exercising their rights is a shit show, right? Come on, this is ridiculous. I want to take some pictures and videos inside of a public building. There's something wrong with that.
But I explained it to you. This isn't a public building for anybody to walk into. It's a government agency conducting government business. Yes, it is.
I'm not arguing whether it's government agency or not. Government
So why-
government agency is owned by who? The people, public.
Correct.
It's okay.
Correct. And
Who
you're welcome
funds
to
it?
come in if
Who
you
funds
have
the
an
building?
appointment. Because you are disrupting business
No,
for
I'm
other
not. You
people.
are. You are. I wasn't disrupting business till you came up to me. There was nobody being disrupted in business. There was nothing. I'm taking pictures and video, working on my story as is afforded to me under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, sir.
Correct.
If you were
Okay.
to make an appointment, you
I don't
could've
need to
went in
make
there.
an appointment, sir. This is a public
You
building.
have to have an appointment.
I
to
don't
get
need
in.
I don't need an appointment to get in. I need an appointment for services. You don't even need an appointment for services. You can change your name. You can change your gender. Apparently, you can probation licenses.
But you're not doing any of that stuff.
But how would you know? How would you know if
Because
I'm
I
doing
asked
any
you
of that?
what you were doing in the building.
Exactly. I'm not doing any of those, and I'm not doing anything else that I would require an appointment. I'm taking pictures and video in a
that's not a
public space,
reason
which is
for
a
you to be
constitutionally
allowed into
protected
the building.
activity, sir. It's a constitutionally protected
That's
activity.
not a reason you're allowed to be in the building.
It's a constitutionally protected
Okay.
activity, sir.
Good.
And as a law enforcement officer, instead of trying to violate my rights and push back on my rights, you should be allowing me to do this because that's the oath that you took.
Did you call for? Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, listen. You wanted a supervisor? He's on his way.
Yeah, I hope he can explain everything to you guys because all you're doing, you're writing the story in the wrong way. You're writing the story. You guys write the story here. You're writing the story in the wrong way, and you're making your police department. Your police department is
Egg Harbor Township.
Egg Harbor Township. You're just casting a shadow on your police department.
You just can't record. That's it.
Seems like overkill to me.
As long as you want, sir, you cannot video any transactions that are going on.
Ma'am, I'm not videoing any transactions. I agree with you. Okay, great. No problem. I'm not gonna video any transactions. Thank you. I appreciate
That's
that.
great. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Thank you. I'm glad that you checked. I can record. It's my right. So, again, we are inside. Don't you just love it? Don't you guys just really love it when freedom overcomes tyranny? Don't you all love it? Let's see if we could find the officer that we could talk to, and then we'll be getting out of here soon. Hey, sir, did you get educated today?
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Have a good one. I always love a good education. Love a good education. Look at them, legally parked, because that's what they can do. I'm not going to stay and antagonize him because he probably feels like he knows that he was wrong, aggressive, escalated the situation. There was no need for that whatsoever. Supervisor never came either.